At Margaret River for the big events in pro surfing, a long-time event starting back in the 80s with big wins from guys like Mark Arcalupo and Tommy Carroll way back in the day, and now crowning more recent champs like we had with Sebastian Zietz last season, who survived his round 3 heat today on the last-minute effort to turn it around.
As good as anyone, pretty much. Let's have a look. Here he goes now.
That Young takes off, looks solid on the takeoff. Trying to get out in front, late hit, and he's straight down. So as he was gliding in, he looked like he was just trying to play catch up to that first section. And that first time they met, Nat ended up taking the whole thing. Here comes Kolohe now. Top turn wrap. Classic form from Andino. Sweeps it through the pocket. End section, he hits it hard. Pushes him off pretty violently, and he goes down. Yeah,
unfortunate right there. Was on his way to a fairly good score.
And big numbers at events in Pipeline, especially at the QS where he's made the semifinals. This is Nat Young. Throws up a big first turn, another section that takes him straight down. So 2 falls back-to-back for Nat. Going through with Bart Lynch. What a funny situation. Pit crew worked so hard but just put the fins in the wrong place, and he still got his keeper score on that last wave. So it shows that he could ride just about anything. Andino, meanwhile, just about to get to his finish. Big redirect, little roller coaster ride on the top of that whitewater. And he's able to hang in there. Had a 5.17 before that. That'll be his backup score. Meanwhile, Nat Young just fell in his first turn again, Potts. The water with you. Don't get these chances too often. Let's see what Kolohe did here.
Yeah, just taking his time off the bottom. Little foam climb bounce right there as he comes out on the open face. Racing way ahead of it. Banks it off the whitewater and very smartly avoids that collision with the whitewater and brings it through. So he's going to try and back that 5.17 up. It's definitely better than a 1, so he's going to improve his situation. Yeah, absolutely. Because they paid attention every time I went in the water, that's for sure.
Big takeoff for Nat Young. He recovers from that stumble mid-face. Now he's going to try to make it count. He's gone this far. Big bottom turn and tacks it off the lip. Blowing the board out, and he is able to hang on to 1 major move.
That was probably the best maneuver of the heat right now. Just took him a while to set it up, but when he did, connected perfectly with it. Unfortunately, didn't get to bash that end section. Let's have a look. Good solid wave. Oh, almost went over the handlebars. Faded around this section. Now he comes off the bottom, spots that section. Bang! Oh my goodness. That was amazing from Nat Young, and then just couldn't really get around the section. Let's have a look as he catches a bit of a bump. Almost goes over the handlebars. Fades back around, so it took a long time for it to open up, and now it does. Watch this turn right here, Joe. Bang! Gets a little bit of a drift. The fins come out. You can see the whole bottom deck of the board. Amazing balance right there from Nat Young to be able to pull that one off. And unfortunately, didn't give him the opportunity to finish that with a nice turn at the end, but
covered to 1 big backhand blast for a 6.43 on 1 maneuver. Right into action with Kolohe Andino, extending the bottom turn right into a big wrap. 1 continuous line on that first maneuver. Sets the rail again for that frontside carve. Clean water on the inside. Big roundhouse cutty once again. The kid from San Clemente looking for a finish. Clean over the top, and he's out of there.
Good wave from Kolohe. That could be, I reckon that's his best wave. Nat Young came back with a 6.43 on his last roll of the dice, so closed the gap. Only needing a 4.51. So
loves the Lakers, all the LA teams, and loves the fitness program he learns from the world's best. How's that bottom turn, Potts?
I know. Well, that's where it all starts, Joe. It starts with a good bottom turn. Bottom turn sets you up for everything. A couple of nice turns off the top just to match it. This wave kind of held up for him, allowed him a couple of more turns through the inside, and then finished off nicely. So, Kolohe Andino, definitely his best wave. Brings it through, as I said before, 4.51 required from Nat Young. That's going to be a little bit more after that exchange.
Nat Young to answer back on a solid one. Sets up the arcing cutty in the pocket. Nice clean connection to start. This one's going to give him multiple turns.
Oh.
So just a second bonus, and he has to sneak out quickly. Too big that came through. Important move for Nat here with priority, looking for a 6.12. First turn, knifes it off the top. Bumpy whitewater section, he regains control. Bottom turn into a carve into the pocket. Now he's got the inside track. Young times the end section, and it's going to throw him off his board. Incomplete on the finish, down to a minute 40 to go. Last. Then Jeremy Flores and Felipe Toledo will be joined by Kolohe Andino as we close out the last heat of round 3. An interesting battle in this one, Potts. Nat had a couple falls, but showed that he could get a massive score with one single move, and he really had a chance at the end. Decided to paddle back out. His rhythm sort of changed for that last exchange. Fell in the finish in a heat that he probably could have won.